So I'm going to be using a rebate plane to plane a rebate into the corner of this timber. It's a lot easier to get started and a lot easier to continue and get a nice clean rebate if you've got flat surfaces, both for the sole of the plane to start on and also for its fence, which will be riding up against the side of here. So I'm just going to quickly clean those up with the plane. I've done this surface. I'll just run the plane over this surface as well. I've just taken a minimum amount off. Just gives me a nice straight surface here, and the fence of the rebate plane can go across there nice and smoothly without juddering. So the fence is going to ride along this side. We'll set the plane on the top and set it in as far as we want the width of the rebate to be. Now I'll just adjust the depth of the blade so it's taking a shaving, and then I'm going to engage this little cutter here, normally used for across the grain work, but I like to give a good scoring cut through there first of all, just to make it a little bit cleaner on the surface. So this little cutter will be able to score the edge of the work in line with where the blade is going to be cutting. And you'll see if I drag this back along the work, clearly see that score, and that just helps to avoid tear out beyond where the rebate is going to be. Worth pointing out that I've picked the direction I'm cutting this rebate. The grain's coming out the wood like that, so I'm planing this way. Just makes it a little bit easier. Often you can change which side you're cutting the rebate from. So here I'm cutting down that way, but if it was better for the grain direction, I could be cutting in that way. So setting the depth on the plane and cutting down to width. Now we'll start towards the end and see how it's cutting, and then adjust the depth of the blade. So I think we probably need a bit more depth on there. So I've cut a step all the way along now. Let's close this away. And you can see we can take quite thick shavings, so we make quite quick progress with the rebate. How do we know when we got deep enough? Well, you also see on this side of the plane we've got a little depth stop, and you'll get those on virtually all rebate planes. Basically, when you get down to that point, the blade can't drop any further in the work, and so the plane stops cutting and you've reached your depth.